following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Robert in New Jersey. Hey, Robert, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. A great show.
Thank you so much.
For years. You got a great thing. I've been listening to you for over a decade. It's amazing. You've done a great job.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Dare to believe. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 302, NASDAQ up 74, S&P's up 35, gold contract down $2.50, traded at $1,164 an ounce. Silver up 12 cents at $15.83 an ounce. Platinum up $5 at $10.10 an ounce. Copper up 2 pennies at $2.38 a pound. Light sweet crude up 25 cents at $45.45 a barrel. Bonds 10-year up 1 tick, 128.20. 30 up 2 ticks, 158.15. King dollar up 13 ticks, or a penny and a third at 96.41. The euro is down 2.24 at 111, and the yen is trading at 120.87. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so the SPY, we're over your benchmark of the 17th of September. That's 202.89. We're at 204.98. Volume, still no juice. Bottom line that you're over it. What is that saying? That says you can go to top of ICE, which is a big number, by the way, too. ICE, folks, is at 208.28. So 208.08. Let me show you something here now. It's pretty cool. So if we go over to the Dow right now, what you're going to see, the Dow Industrials is at ICE, okay? Dow's up 298 bucks. The top of ICE, ICE is, it's actually over it. It's 17,345. So you're 100 bucks over ICE right now. And what ICE is, folks, is where we broke down from. Where the breakdown occurred was on the 20th of August. The 19th, we did go from, we went down about 250 points the 19th, but the break occurred the following day on the 20th. So that's your benchmark inside the Dow Industrials. That's 17,345. Inside the Dow out here today, strength is McDonald's. McDonald's is up $8.26, trading at $110.80. 3M is up $6 at $155. Boeing is up $4.90 at $146, and ExxonMobil is up $252 at $82.73. Now, taken away from it, on the way down, you get American Express down $4.59 at $71. United Health is down $5.74 at $112.34. Pfizer is down 30 cents at $33.16, and Nike's down 44. What is really wild out here today, inside the market, you go back to United Health for a second. These hospital companies and these health companies are getting absolutely killed, folks. And it's like, it's not that it come out of nowhere, but it's pretty intense. United Health is breaking the swing point here of 111. We've hit 110.09. When we go back, you take a look at some of the, whether it's Community Health, whether it's Tenet Health, whether it's HCA, you're talking about major destruction here. Community Health, so these are all hospitals. They're not only hospitals, they're hospitals, and then they're emergency care centers, they're doctors' practices, physicians' practices, images, home health care, all of the above. That's all wrapped up in one company, by the way, okay? That's because that's how most of these companies are set up right now. When you look at these things, we have gone in 3 months. Like if we look at Community Health has just gone from $65 to $25 in 3 months. When you look at Tenet Health, this is like really crazy. It's like, okay, that's THT. Tenet Health, THC. Tenet Health, okay, it's down it's down 25% today. It's pretty intense. So Tenet Health is down from 63 to 27 also. It's like, man, where is this coming from? Big numbers. Okay, back to the market. Now, let's go over to so we go to the SPY. We take a look at the SPY. The benchmark on the SPY, which I don't think it will close under today, would have to be quite a sell-off into the close. We have to close under 202.89. Now, NDX 100, different ballgame. This is what you have with the NDX. NDX 100, okay, is trading 109.48. Well, that benchmark is 108.72. What we had done intraday, the first pullback occurred at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That benchmark got back to 109.08. We'll see how this shakes out coming into the close, because after the close out here today, we got a couple monsters. Google is going to report after the close today. That is going to hit the NDX 100, no doubt, big time. They close right after, let's see, the 22nd. Microsoft. Those two alone are just monster weighting structures inside that NDX 100. When we take a look at the NASDAQ composite, what you have with the composite is this. The composite hasn't been able to pierce the 49.60 area, which is the benchmark. It's got thus far to 49.26, which is into it. So that's saying, hey, it can get higher. Out here today, what's going to be intriguing, we're up $68, which is big money. But if the composite doesn't close over 49.15, that correlation is going to be on the 19th, and meaning it's testing right now the high of the 19th. And if we take a look at this, what you have on the 19th, we did 1.6 billion. And so today you've done 1.6 already. So what it's done is this. It's going into that level, and it does have volume. So the real key is going to be, can it hold price? We go into the Qs. We take a look at the Qs. What the Qs have done, this is the NDX 100 now. The Qs are at that 109.55. That benchmark out there is 108.72. The small caps, guess what? The small caps, as one of our targets said, inside the den is that's kind of like the canary in the coal mine. They really are, because if you take a look at the IWM, that's trading at 114.33. The high today is 115.42. You know, it's traded off $1.10 of that, and it can't get into the benchmark. With the below of the benchmark is 116. The high is 118. Now, taking all, well, here, let's go to gold first, because it's a mind blower what gold is doing today, with the dollar being up 1,300 ticks. The gold market, folks, refuses to back off. The low of gold today is 1161. The high is 1171. You're 1164 right now. You've done 111,000 contracts. Bottom line, you're backing into its strength, which has 200,000 contracts with dramatically lighter volume. You stay right there, folks. We're going to come back. We're going to bisect and dissect that bond market, because there's big divergence between the bonds. You know, Dow's up $300 and the bonds won't back off. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Coming right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 307. You get the Nasdaq up 70. S&Ps are up 35. And as we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the first hour, we get our man, Mr. Andy Heck. And don't forget, folks, Andy has an outstanding show right here at TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. As soon as I'm over, he also has a great newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report. You can test drive that right here, right now, by coming over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, trading newsletters. You see the Technomental Commodity Report right there, and you can test drive it 30 days absolutely free. Andy Heck, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. What's happening?
Good.
What do you think of this dollar move?
I was just going to say that's an explosive move. You know, Mario Draghi came out and basically said that quantitative easing is never going to end, and that, you know, they're even going to lower interest rates below. So I guess if you're living in Europe, it's going to cost you more to store your money.
Yes, negative rates. Okay.
Yep, and basically, you know, listen, I've been saying for a while, the dollar is the best horse in the glue factory, and today we're actually, we've rallied a lot, and we're coming pretty close to, like, I think this 97 level, it technically is pretty important for a breakout. We'll have to see if this follows through from here, but I think that commodities, which have you know, had a terrible quarter in the third quarter and then rebounded sharply in the beginning of October, are now kind of sitting back and scratching their heads. It's going to be very difficult. I think tomorrow's a very big day for all of these markets, including the gold market. And I agree with you. Gold put in an impressive performance today.
Isn't it crazy?
You know,
I mean,
it's crazy. But tomorrow's Friday. And you know what? I think gold is going to show its true colors tomorrow. Either, you know, gold's going to hold here, or you know, and just ignore what's going on in the dollar here, or tomorrow we might see some soft prices in gold as a result.
You know, it's wild here too, folks. Though, and the bond market, man, the bond market, man, the 10-year, you know, it's flat right now, but it has actually been pushing higher all day with monster volume. It's like that's a good disconnect, also.
That's the best bull market out there, I think.
It is, but my point is that when the Dow's up 300, you don't have bonds flat. Bonds should be down a point.
Right. No, I hear you. I hear you. And you know what? The stock market is also taking tremendous strength from this whole thing. But we know that a strong dollar weighs on corporate profits.
Well, listen, man, I know it's whacked out. If you try to think of it fundamentally, it's really whacked out because
it's really hard to get a handle on.
Because what happens, folks, is that, as Andy just said, all the large international companies are complaining about a strong dollar. Draghi is saying that they need quantitative easing because Europe is such a mess. So it's like, okay, so that means everything goes up. And listen, I understand free money, things go up. We'll see where it shakes out. It looks to me that the NDX, well, the small caps, as I said a little bit earlier, one of the tigers in the den was saying that looks like a canary in the coal mine. It does, because it's like, why small caps can't do it. Now, that happens to be a lot of commodity stocks, so I can understand that too. Do you know what I mean? That the NDX 100, I think, is the one that more than likely will fail next. The thing that is a mind blower, which I said a little bit earlier when I came on, Andy, is that these hospital stocks are getting absolutely decimated. It's like, how do we don't have stocks going up 25% in the day, but all the hospital stocks are down 25% today. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's like the elevator down and the stairs up, right?
Yeah, but my point is that the indices are up, but stocks, if you look at, watch this, folks. This is crazy, okay? Let me just pull this up for a second, because this is the mind blower in the deal. So I was talking about this yesterday, too. So here are the stocks that are up, okay, percentage-wise. Auto Canada, that's one of the best ones. That's 7% today. You got Rogers Communication up 4%. You got GCI grew up 3%. Franco-Nevada's up 2%. That's a gold. Suncor's up 2%. Watch this on the way down. It's like sick. You got Endo Pharmacy down 42%. You got Adaptus Health down 23%. Chipotle's off another 2%. Community Health's down 36%. University Health is down 11%. LifePoint Health is down 18%. Envision Health is down 35%. Valiant is down another 9%. Team Health is down 16%. AMN Health is down 27%. I mean, this is, I've seen stuff like this, but this is like insanity.
Divergence.
It's like anyway. The gist of it, folks.
Look,
the gist of it is we're going lower. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm looking at copper.
Yeah.
Copper's up today. Copper's up today. A strong dollar. Pretty surprising to me.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah, oil's up a little bit. I mean, if I look through, by the way, sugar made a new high today. That thing looks like it's for real.
Yeah, no, I was looking at that. Sugar right now is up 3%, folks.
Yeah.
2.9%. We're up.
It's up 3%, but it's up almost 30% since, let's see, September 23rd.
Yeah, it's an ABC up. It just took out. So sugar has 86,000 contracts today. It took out 1443. That had, that's interesting, 85,000. Wow. If that is, man, that's a monster ABC up. 1150's your A. That's 11.5 cents, folks, okay? And 14.5 cents, 14.43 to be exact. So you get, what's that, 3 pennies. Gives you 16.69.
Yeah, you're going to have resistance in sugar every penny higher at 15 and 16. I mean, that's just the way this market is. It came down, just since 2011, this thing has come down. We have to also remember that sugar was 36 cents a pound. So, this is very El Nino related. We're having, and that means that this other market that came down sharply today is back in the buy zone. I love coffee here.
Coffee.
I mean, I love it for the same reasons sugar is doing what it's doing. Coffee is closed. The downside's limited in coffee. The upside is explosive. Coffee is also the largest producer of sugar in the world is Brazil. The largest producer of coffee in the world is Brazil. In 1997, the last time we had an El Nino like we have this year, that affected worldwide weather patterns, coffee was over $3 a pound.
And we're $1.19, right? Okay.
Yeah. And the downside's limited here, and the upside potentially explosive. So that's the one I'm kind of focusing in on.
Now, let me ask something. I know that in your newsletter you can do the ETF structures in coffee. I've never traded coffee in the future market. Is that viable, or is this like
JO? Put up the JO.
No, I know, but my question is, so the JO, folks, is trading at 1942. That's the iPath Bloomberg Coffee ETF. My question is that I've never traded coffee in the futures. Is that a bogus deal to trade?
In the ETF, you mean, or in the futures?
In the futures.
In the futures, it's like trading coffee is like riding a wild, psychotic horse through a burning barn. The daily
so that means
ranges
it's bogus, right? Okay.
in coffee can be 8 cents, but there's volume, Tom. There's volume that trades. It's not like orange juice, or it's not like trading cotton, which can be or rice, or or lumber. There is volume that trades, but coffee is historically one of the most volatile commodities. You consistently have 40% daily volatility in the coffee market.
Yeah.
So it's just. You just need you need to be very calm and cool and collected, and you basically have to adjust your risk reward when you trade something like coffee appropriately.
Yeah, I can see the big moves in it, man, yeah.
It's liquid.
Yeah, stay right there, all right?
Sure.
Andy Heck, Tom O'Brien, we want to hear from you folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 313, Nasdaq's up 73, S&Ps are up 36. We're going to be right back, folks.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow up 333, Nasdaq's up 78, S&Ps are up 39. Percentage-wise, that's what you have. Dow is up 1.9, Nasdaq is up 1.6, S&Ps are up 1.6. 1 second, 1.9. No, S&P's 1.6. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Heck, folks, and we are talking commodities.
And divergence.
The divergence, man, is huge. It's blowing my mind, man.
It's huge. It's huge. You know, I'll tell you, one of the things I saw today, you know, higher dollar, oil, that could weigh on oil too. But I have a chart up here of the gasoline crack spread.
Okay.
And that's turned around over the last couple of days. You know, that sucker traded down to about $6.85. Now, this is a seasonally weak time for gasoline because driving season ended at the end of the summer. But we have really blasted off from $6.85. Today we're up at $9.70. So we traded up to $9.70. So that's a big move. And that tells us something about demand. And we've also seen some strength in the heating oil crack today in December. And, you know, that could be, you know, supportive of the price of oil here, even though inventories, Tom, are at 80-year highs.
Yes, right.
So, you know.
Well, I guess that would, you know, that would get to the case that we're all getting used to less expensive oil and we're using it, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah. But there's also an issue here that contango is widening. You know, so the difference between December 2015 and December 2016 oil term structure has widened. So that's bearish. So again, we're getting mixed signals everywhere.
Yeah.
We're getting the dollar exploding higher, and we're getting bonds doing very little, up a little bit. We're getting, you know, gold not trashing when the dollar, you know, I mean, this is a massive move in this dollar today.
It is.
You know, it's almost 1.4, 1,400 points.
It's a
here.
penny and a half, right?
That's crazy. I mean, this is a currency.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not coffee.
Totally, folks. A penny and a half in the currency market, it's $1 trillion market, is like a monster beyond belief. It's just.
I tell you, a lot of people got roasted and toasted here in this trade. Yeah.
And you know, when you look at the euro, the bottom line is that this euro, you know, is it already blew away the swing point. So the euro, we're at.
111.
I see. It didn't close above it. Interesting. We're at 1117. It's 1105 the swing. But that's. I mean, the euro, literally, folks, and you know, all of 30 minutes just took back, going all the way back to the 12th of August. Well, you know what is intriguing here, Indy, is that when you bring up, and I'll take this and I'll put this on another chart for you, folks, so you can see this. What's really wild is that gold didn't move, and the U.S. and all. To me, the bottom line, folks, is that gold and dollars are the easiest way to figure this out, okay? Because the reality is that that's how it's priced. Now, that being said, if you go put this into euros, you know, bottom line, we just...
Gold exploded.
We took off topside. So what that says to me, Andy, is this, is that all fiat currencies are going to be going down against hard assets. That's how it looks. So
That's how it feels. I mean, I still maintain, Tom, I've been saying this for a long time, my target on dollar-euro is parity. I think that euro, based on fundamentals, belongs at the same level as the dollar. And I think that we're going to see that. You know, in currency markets.
I totally understand what you're saying there. What the intriguing thing is going to be is if they can't hit gold, that would be saying that all world currencies are going down against hard assets. That's my point. Which is going to be a mind blower. You know,
no faith in paper.
In paper, I know.
Right. Remember, we don't back our currencies anymore with anything.
With anything,
only the full faith and credit of the government that prints it.
Well,
and we all know how much faith people have in their governments these days.
Well, you know, and that's a great point because, folks, all you have to do is if we were in Illinois right now, this is blowing my mind. I brought this up the other day, Indy. So check this out. In Illinois, folks, okay, since last May, if you won in the lottery and you're getting paid over $25,000, guess what? They're not paying you because they don't have a budget. Well, they're broke. That's the bottom line.
I saw that. So why would anyone buy a lottery ticket?
But this is the sickest part. If a private company, this is absolutely a fraud, and it's a Ponzi scheme, okay? Because if a private company did not pay out, you know, since last May, yet they're still selling lottery tickets, and if someone still wins, guess what? You don't get paid out if it's over $25,000, folks. Now, they're promising that they're going to pay, but like if a private company did that, they'd be in jail, man. That's the classic Ponzi scheme, right?
What do they give you, an IOU?
I'm sure, I don't know. I know that they're not paying.
I'll tell you one thing. There'll be some private companies opening up.
This is going to be a mind blower. One of the Tigers is saying now if it's over $600, they're not paying you.
My God.
We're going to Google that. That'll blow my mind, man.
So there'll be some private companies opening up to discount and pay off the IOUs.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That sounds like a good business.
That is a good business, man. That is a good
factoring business.
Yeah, right. That's sick.
But what does that tell you about buying municipal bonds in the state of Illinois?
Oh, yeah. It tells you you better run, folks. I mean, run big time.
It's
Look, so this is what's going on. Okay, they're just confirming. Folks, this was lowered to $600 this past week. That's outrageous, man.
So why? I mean, again, I don't know anything about this. Have lottery ticket sales fallen off a cliff here? I mean, who would buy it?
I don't know. The only reason I brought it up in the aspect of fiat money in general and governments in general. So that's about as sick. And the thing that's wild about Illinois, folks. Okay, this has been going on forever. I mean, people were worried about Illinois 7 years ago. And it has to do with not funding their pensions. That the amount of money that's owed is extraordinary. Wow.
And also, it's really a countrywide thing because population is aging. People are living longer.
Oh, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
This is something that the government's going to have to deal with down the road.
Well, you know what blew my mind? I can tell you. And listen, hey, folks, it was Andy's birthday yesterday. Well, wish him a big happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you know what blew my mind though? I'll tell you, folks, and this is pretty wild. I'm not sure whether it's Medicaid or Medicare. Medicaid. What is it when you turn 65? It's one of them. Well, the bottom line, it actually blew my mind that you can actually get that no matter how much money you make. There's a disconnect in that, man. That's kind of wild, man. Do you know what I mean?
Right. That's why. I mean, a lot of the Republican candidates are talking about, and the Democratic candidates as well. I've heard Trump, I've heard Sanders, and others all talk about the fact that they want to make sure that there's a wealth test there.
Well, it's wild. Okay, so I'm coming up to that age. Okay, and I
thought you were 39.
I am 39. Listen, folks, you know what I did when I was 60? I started counting backwards. So I'm really coming up to 55. But that being said, right, I start getting these things in the mail, and I'm saying to myself, I've always had insurance, but I can get VA insurance too. And then all of a sudden they're saying, does that mean that I can get this for nothing? That blew my mind, man. It really did. I'm saying to myself, I should know that, but it really blew. It was like, wow, this is no. That's pretty insane, man.
Yeah, and actually, someone told me I was out last night, and someone told me that they're going to put dental care under Medicaid now, under Medicare now, and actually, dentists are going to get paid a lot less money, in the years to come. And there's companies that are putting together all of these dental practices and to provide dental care under kind of the current healthcare regime.
Pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, folks, we look forward to the show at 5 o'clock, man.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Talk
man.
to you soon.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials right now up at 312. You get the Nasdaq up 72. S&Ps are up 36. I'll be right back, folks.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 313, Nasdaq's up 71, S&Ps are up 36. Let's go to Alex in Massachusetts. Hey, Alex, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing very good. Thank you so much. I actually checked Dan today for the first time. It's unbelievable, guys, what you did. It's unbelievable. I've been watching, I've been a subscriber and a listener for more than, I would say, 12 years.
Okay.
And what I see, it's just not even close to any other service.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. So you're watching Tiger TV, you mean?
I watch Tiger TV.
Cool.
Now I joined Dan.
Okay.
Yes,
Awesome, man.
And I have an email from you every day that's market every morning. So today we had 3, by the way.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, and I've been trading for 20 years. And to me, technical analysis works only in the trending market. When it's a sideways market, that's pretty much very, very tough. I developed a strategy so when I see that a general direction is up,
Okay.
I am looking only for longs.
Okay.
If it's sideways, I would rather stay away from the market. If it's down, I'm looking only for shorts. For example, if I can ask you to take a look at only 3 symbols. It's DIA, QQQ, and SPY, and put a 65 simple moving average on this.
Okay.
That saves me a lot. That's how I actually see the market. So when you say, for example, at the moment that QQQ is the weakest and it should break, to me, QQQ is the strongest.
Okay. So when I put the 65 up, that would be that at 169.19, it went on the right side of that for you, correct?
On a weekly, you should put it
on a weekly. You want? Okay, on a weekly.
Yes, only on the weekly.
Well, on a weekly, it's just getting there.
No, QQQ broke by far.
Oh, here, I'll put I just had the DIA up, but on the weekly, you said 65, right?
65.
Yeah.
So DIA is closing above today.
Oh, I see. Okay, so on the Qs, the 65 would have been at 104.18 or 109. Yes, I see that. Okay.
Okay, so to me, QQQ is the strongest. And if you will go back, you will see that this 65 on the weekly will save you big time from all the bear markets we'll had, all the one, including I don't know, but I'm not sure about 29, but 98, 2000.
Okay. Yeah, no, I see your point. It's been positive since 62, up to 114, right?
Correct.
All right. And then it broke, and then, basically come up the other side. So, yeah, no, I can see that. Cool.
My question basically is that if we're looking at the moment, if you consider that it's the top of the market, and I am very nervous about this too, what will be your actually suggestion on going short, going long, or staying aside?
I think coming into this closeout here. So tonight, what you have is this: the small caps haven't been able to get anywhere. The Dow absolutely has. The S&P is getting there. The Nasdaq, to me, is still going to be kind of leery. But after this closeout here, we're going to know a lot, because you get Google, Microsoft, Amazon coming out. That's going to affect these numbers like ASAP, and the Nasdaq itself is still really close to teetering. So what I do is that I put that together with what's happening with the bond market. The bond market right now, as you just heard me talk with Andy, the divergence there is pretty intense. And when I add in the aspect of how these equities have come down, meaning, yesterday some of the biotechs, today the health stocks. What I've seen is that you don't have stocks come down 20 and 30% and have a healthy market. And that's what we have. So, I understand, the concept of trends, and that's what you're talking about. There's no doubt, using that 65 week, which you just gave me. Bottom line is that we've had an incredible trend, and yeah, that works well.
And where do you see divergence in bonds?
Well, bonds, okay, so if we take a look at the 10-year, the 10-year today has done 1 million contracts, and we're into the highs. When the market's up $300, this bond market gets killed. This is such a disconnect that's a mind blower, actually.
Well, why do you think that they should go into the opposite directions?
Well, what has happened is that when that is saying that people want to get their money back, and they're willing to get right now it's 2% interest, and that correlation most times is just the opposite. Meaning, when you have 300-point moves in the Dow, it doesn't mean that the bonds have to go down dramatically, but they go down a point, they go down 1.5 points. They don't stay flat, and they certainly don't go into swing highs with more volume.
Don't you think it's just rebalancing?
Well, to me, it wouldn't be. What he's saying is that it would be a rebalancing of a portfolio. It could be. It could be, but it's pretty dramatic. I mean, the move. We have more than that. We were just talking with Andy. The aspect also that the gold market didn't budge and the dollar's up. That's divergence also. The biggest divergence to me, though, would be this bond, because the bond has been the largest bull market in history. It's going, from January of 1980, to now, and it hasn't stopped yet. So it's like, man, what is going on here?
Yeah, like Japan. It's take a look at there.
Japanese, Basil talked about that years ago. No, I know the Japanization of the markets, and if that, I know, and if that's the case, what is going to happen there is that you want to be in every hard asset you can get your hands on, folks, because what's going to happen is that the hard assets themselves, perceptionally, don't even have to go up if the currency keeps buying less. But I suspect the hard asset is going to go up, and you're going to need more of the paper to buy anything that is actually a hard asset. That's what it seems like.
and at the same time, we will have a good trade range.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank you.
Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
You
You
too.
stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 302. Nasdaq's up 72. S&Ps are up 35. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 308, Nasdaq's up 71, S&Ps are up 35. And so after the close out here, folks, here we go. Well, you're going to be a lot of numbers coming out, so you stay tuned. Google's going to be the first one. Google comes out at a split second after the close. Now, so check this out. Google, last time it came out with its numbers, monster move, okay? Let's see. August, September. Yeah. We went from 565. We had closed at 579. It opened the next day at 674. So you're talking, it was a 100-point move up. Now, if you want to see something that was really bizarre, you know, those gaps, they like to get filled, right? Well, it's like, how does a 100-point gap get filled? Well, man, it got filled. It came down, and that was on the 24th. It came down to 565. The gap, top of the gap was at the top of the gap. Oh, man, that's crazy. That's hard to understand that it actually filled it right to the point. Yeah, it's 580. Oh, no, the top of the gap was 580. It came down to 565. Okay, it went further. Bottom line, you're up at these highs again. And, you know, the way this is shaking, it's like 650. We can be at like 614. Amazon. We take a look at Amazon. We're going to know this, folks, in all of 6 minutes, which is really cool. So we take a look at Amazon. Now, Bezos can basically make money or lose money with a flip of a switch. The way it was set up technically is that this hasn't tested the high yet of 580.57, which was the high of the 24th. That is on the, oh yes it has, 580, 579, wow, okay. So the way this is set up, 580.57 was the high that was generated on July 31st. That was the last of earnings. We hit 579. We've done that with 64 million versus 102, but guess what? Now earnings are going to come out. That's going to be a toss-up, man. We'll see where that shakes out, but that's definitely a toss-up. Now Microsoft would be the next one. Those three inside the NASDAQ 100 are the big numbers. Now, the way NASDAQ, I mean, Microsoft is set up, Microsoft has sold off. Microsoft had a nice acceleration up today, $48.95. You sold off just $1 off of it. Not that $1 is a lot, but when you take a look at this on a larger basis, bottom line is that you're at the top of the consolidation with a lot lighter volume. So that is saying to me that Microsoft can pull back. And we're going to know ASAP, which is pretty cool, because what will happen is that that's going to affect the futures, that's going to affect the QQQ, and all of them right now are definitely going to close over the benchmark. The real question is going to be is that once these come out, because it's not going to take much to get under the 108.72 inside the NASDAQ. And if you don't do that, that will run up to 109.46, which is where ICE is, by the way, inside the NDX 100. Inside the Dow is actually over ICE right now. So there's going to be a lot of action after this market closes, no doubt about it. If we go take a look at the dollar index, that surge is pretty amazing. There's no two ways about that. Inside the, and actually this is another disconnect, which is pretty cool, folks. And we were talking with Alex and Andy about disconnects. One of the large disconnects would be this, would be that each and every one of the large international stocks come out and they're yapping about how the strong dollar hurts them. Well, each and every one of those international equities today are up, and they're up pretty good. Now, United Technology, the dead cat bounces, okay, but bottom line is still up. You know, United Technologies is a stock that had gone from $124 down to 85. You're trading at 99. You know, you know, 101 is the benchmark. You stay right there, folks, and when we come back with all those numbers, Dow is up up 318, Nasdaq's up 76, S&Ps are up 36. We're going to be right back, folks.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Nick in Tampa. Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, it is an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Dude, I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and it has just been wonderful. I listen to you, Basil, Andy. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Miracles happen to those who believe in them. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 320, NASDAQ up 100, S&Ps up 42. Big moves, folks. You had also, after the close out here, you had Google come out. That's trading up. Amazon's trading up. Microsoft missed their numbers, and that's still trading flat. So big numbers out here. Gold contract flat at 1,166 an ounce. You have silver up 12 cents at $15.83 an ounce. Platinum up 6 at 1,011 an ounce. Copper up 2 pennies at $2.38 a pound. Light sweet crude up 22 cents, trading at $45.42 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year up 2 ticks. Excuse me, folks, 128.30. 30-year up 1 tick at 158.14, and King Dollar's up 1,300 ticks, a penny and a third, trading out at 96.44. You get the euro down 231 at 111, and the yen is up 79 at 120.71. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world and the world of the SPY. Let's take a look at it. This is what you have happening, folks. So the SPY today got over its benchmark. Bottom line, the benchmark that we were talking about inside the SPY was September 17th. That level is 202.89. The SPY closed out at 205.21. The SPY is trading right now at 205.71. That's up an additional 50 cents. And what does that say? That says the SPY can go up to the top of ICE, which is 208.28. That's where the downdraft had started on August 20th. Inside the NDX 100, the 3 Qs, that is also getting some big juice after the close out here today. What you have is that the 3 Qs closed at 109.71. The high of the day was 109.81. That's trading at 110.91 right now. So we take a look at the 3 Qs. What you're going to see is this. 3 Qs, the benchmark on the 3 Qs, same date, September 17th, 108.72. ICE is laying out at 109.46. We closed above that. That's saying, okay, man, this thing's going to try to get up to, the next move up there is 113. It's a monster. Now, let's go take a look at some of the equities after the close. The futures, folks, they're going to close in another 6 minutes. Bottom line is that the NQs just went from 90 to 142. They went up 50 more points. The S&P futures went from, I think they were up 30 when we started this program. Let me just see this for a second. So they went from, let's see, so 4 o'clock. So no, they just went from, they went up another $7. That's the bottom line. So let's go over to Google first. We take a look at Google. Google closed out the day at a price point of $6.51. That is trading right now at, oh my God, this is a trip. That's trading at $7.16. That first was up $10, folks. Now the thing is up $65. Numbers go like this on Google. Their estimate was $7.20. They made $7.35. That's the bottom line estimate. Their revenue was up 13%. They took in $16.7 billion in revenue. Big number, needless to say. So at 717. So we take a look at this, and that very well may be an all-time high. Yeah, it's jumping over its high. The high is 678. Yeah, the high is 678. Bottom line, it's over it. Amazon, we go take a look at Amazon. Okay, Amazon out here. Amazon closed at $563. That is trading at $623, so that's up, what's that, $75. Amazon, this is how the numbers go on Amazon. The estimated loss was 13 cents. They come in making 17 cents. They plan on, that's a big number, man, no doubt about it. Their operating margin is 1.6%. North American sales was $15 billion. Their third quarter sales were up, look, check this out, what a trip. Their third quarter sales, folks, were up 23% to $25.4 billion. Their net operating bringing to the bottom line was $79 million. Bottom line is that, what Bezos can do, there's no doubt about it. All he has to do is not spend money for about a week, and he'll make a fortune. Bottom line is that Amazon also is going to be at all-time highs. Amazon, the last all-time high on Amazon was last time they came out with numbers. That was at 580. That was in July, and right now, 629. Microsoft, MSFT. We take a look at Microsoft. What Microsoft is doing is this. Microsoft closed at $48. It's trading at $50. Microsoft's trading up with the other two because Microsoft was trading down $2. Bottom line is that this market is going so parabolic that everything will go up, particularly until these futures close, which they close in 2 minutes. The estimate on Microsoft was 59 cents. They made 67 cents. So they made their numbers, and we'll see $50.16. That traded. We bring this back. The high in Microsoft. This might be going for its high too. Yeah, it is. So all three of those are going to be all-time. Well, not all-time highs. Microsoft's high is 53.96 in 1999. But that's where it's going after. It's going after that all-time high. That's the bottom line. If you go over to the futures market, the NDX 100 is going to the moon. We take a look at the NQZ5. That just went up 60 points, folks. Monster move. NQZ5. That little baby there has just gone after the close. I believe it was up 90, and it went from 90 to 150. Yeah, and it's not stopping as it's coming into this close here. So we were at 4488, and right now you're at 4552. That number, if we pull this over here, there we go. We pull this over here, and we take a look at that number. The top of ICE is 4499. Right now, those NQs are right up into where we were on July 24th. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished up 320. NASDAQ up 79. S&P's up 44. We're going to be right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at Google first. So let's see what Google has to say. Okay, Google, or actually, now the name of the company is Alphabet, folks, okay? Google is selling more ads and keeping spending under control, fueling better than a projected sales and profit. In the last quarter, the sales jumped aftermarket 8.6%. Revenue, excluding sales passed on to the partners, rose 15% to $15.1 billion in the third quarter, exceeding the analyst estimates of $15 billion. Profit, excluding some items, was $7.35, beating the $7.20 prediction. Chief Executive Officer Page said that adopting a new holding company called Alphabet to separate Google's main operations from various new endeavors, but latest figures are still being reported in line with the past quarters. I don't see... my man Dave's telling me there's $5 billion in buybacks for Google. I just don't see that just in this thing yet. I'm sure it's there, but right now I just don't see it. Google closed at $6.51. It's trading at $7.20. Amazon, no doubt, monster also. Amazon closed at $5.63. That's trading at $6.19. Monster move. Amazon third quarter topped analyst estimates thanks to growing cloud computing, a boost from its July Prime Day promotion, and a watchful eye on spending. Revenue was $25.4 billion, compared with analyst estimates of $24.9. Sales were $20 billion a year earlier. That's a big number, so $5 billion more. Cloud division generated third quarter revenue of $2.09 billion. That's a 79% increase from a year earlier. The analysts had estimated that was going to be at $79 billion. The Amazon reported a profit of $79 million, or 17 cents a share. They were expected to, that's from a loss of $437 million in 95. The analysts still estimated that they were going to lose money, and bottom line, they didn't. Microsoft, MSFT, these are the powerhouses. There's no two ways about that. So Microsoft closed at $48.03. That's trading at 51. Microsoft's having the hardest time just holding price right here. So let's see what Microsoft has to say. Microsoft to buy... Well, their revenue, the estimate was $21 billion. They made $21.7. The estimate was 59 cents. They made 67. So bottom line is that that fired up the markets, that fired up the futures market in a big deal. We'll see where it ends up opening afterwards. So those are your upside ones. We go to a couple downside ones. Skechers closed at $46. That's trading at 37 right now. Let's see what they have to say. So Skechers, their net sales was $856 million. Their margins are 45%. The same sales, their comp sales is 10.4. That was below what they thought. No big deal there. Pandora, well, it's a big deal for them. It's down 25%. Pandora closed at $19.19. That traded at $16.29 right now. Let's see what they have to say. So Pandora, the largest internet radio service, reported third quarter sales that missed estimates. Their revenue did rise 30% to $311 million. The company had projections of $312 million, so they missed that projection. That's the bottom line. Let's see, Altera, ALTR. See if Altera's come out yet. Altera closed at 52.80. That's trading at 52.80. So Altera had net sales of 399 million. The estimate was 30 cents. Oh, this is interesting. That's really wild. The estimate was 30 cents, and they made 20. They really missed sales. Oh, what's going on with this thing? Let me see this for a second. Okay, so they missed by a big amount, but the stock's not. This is really bizarre. They're not even trading it down. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Dave. Intel's buying them. That's all right. I knew there was something going on there. It doesn't matter. The stock won't go down because Intel's buying them at a certain amount. Oh, let's go look at Intel on that. That's interesting then. So Intel's even trading up. Intel closed at $34.40. That's trading up 22 cents, even though good old Altera is losing money. I guess it doesn't matter these days. Okay, so now let's go into the NQs first. NQs coming into that close out here, folks. Huge expansion. We were up 90 points. It's up 152. You're at 4552, and 4565 is the next swing point out here. And percentage-wise, this is what the markets did out here today. So we had the Dow up 1.8%. NASDAQ up 1.6, S&P's up 1.6. That being said, now that's from 4 o'clock. From 4 to 4:15, you had another expansion of approximately, in the NASDAQ, it was quite an expansion because you had an expansion of almost 27% in the NASDAQ. And the S&P, same thing. And the S&P's, you had another expansion of 27% of the day's move. So if we go take a look at the S&P's, ESZ, after the close out here, well, into the close, what you had is that's up 44.50. That also, now the S&P's got a little more to go. The S&P's need 2069, and that's where ICE is on the S&P's. It looks like I suspect when you look at the Dow is over ICE right now, which is the 17,345. So the next swing point really up there is 787. The swing there's a small swing at 565, but I expect it's going to try to move up into heavier, larger swing point. Let's see, ATHN, Athena Healthcare. Let's see if they come out yet. The healthcare companies were getting killed out here today, folks. So Athena closed at 128.09. That's trading at 139. This is trading up $10. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see what they have to say. Athena, the estimate was 26 cents. They made 36. The revenue, the estimate was 233. They come in at 236. And so let's see what the difference. I want to see what the difference. So the description of Athena, they provide internet-based business services for physicians. I see. Okay, this is a billing practice. The reason I wanted to look and see what that was, folks, because the Tenet Healthcares of the world, the community-based health systems, HCA, they all got absolutely smoked out here today. It's pretty amazing, actually. In the course of these things have got cut in half in 4 months. Tenet Healthcare going from $60 down to 28. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow Industrials finished up 320. NASDAQ up 79. S&P's up 44. Gold. Amazing that gold could stay flat, folks, when the dollar was up 1,300 ticks, but it did. Coming into Friday, it's going to be a wild one. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Today Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Some of the Dow stock, the high volume stocks out here. You had Microsoft today up 83 cents. That is up another $2 after the close. Apple's up $1.74. Let's go see what Apple's doing after the close. I'm sure they're going to be running all of these babies. Apple closed at 115.50. That's trading at 116. Micron Tech was up 29. EMC was flat. As I said, something's wrong with these healthcare companies. That's for sure. You look at CYH, and they've all done this, man, which is just a mind blower. Community Health down $14, and these aren't small companies, folks. Community Health, let's just see where this is. Yeah, it takes in $19 billion. You talk about a stock getting cut in half, man. It's pretty amazing. In 3 months, it's gone from $65 down to $26. We go back to Tenet Health for a second, just to see where this is shaking out. This is an $18 billion company also, and this has gone from same price structure, actually, $60 down to 28 cents. Big numbers. The Microsoft, we go take a look at Microsoft, and Microsoft right now did close at the $48, trading at $50.75. Certainly not like the Googles of the world or the Amazons of the world. The Googles of the world and the Amazons of the world, folks, are to the moon. Google right now is up $70. It closed at $651. It's trading $717. Amazon is at $621. It closed at $563. And Amazon, folks, is a psycho too. So it'll be really interesting to see how these babies trade them on. And the reason being is that the last time Amazon came out with numbers, it had opened at 578 and ended up closing at 529. It's still a high. It was a high volume high though. And the high volume high is going to get tested. So we'll see where this does shake out in the morning. If we go take a look at Google. What you have with Google the last time that Google also went up, we put this on a monthly basis. What you're going to see is that Google also at 578. That was the last time they came out with numbers. Had the juice, and then went from 578 down to 565, right back up and over this area. They. Yeah, they're selling more ads and they're keeping their expenses down. But what it has to do is, Dave White was saying to me in the den, the shares in Google were only up $10 until they come out and said that they're going to do a new multi-billion-dollar share buyback program. Now, the amazing part, there's no doubt, is that companies in general just love to buy back at highs. I believe if you look at I think it's Caterpillar. If you look at, it's either Caterpillar or, let me just see something. Because Caterpillar bought all the way down, I believe. It's either Caterpillar or 3M. It's Caterpillar, because that's the first time. So picture, Caterpillar, I think they spent $8 billion. And, Caterpillar's gone from 116 down to 70. They were buying all the way down. So we'll see where it shakes out. We take a look at the Intel. So Intel, folks, is buying Altera. Intel closed at 34.40. They're trading at 34.40. If you go over to Altera, which is pretty wild, is that Altera's not trading down because they're going to buy it, but they missed by a huge amount, not a small amount. Altera, the bottom line estimate was 30 cents. They made 20. The top line, the estimate was 426. They made 399. The stock's not budging, because the fact of the matter is, whatever that ratio is inside of Intel versus Altera, that's how it's going to shake out. This had gapped up to 51.91 in June when the buyout was announced, and it's still up at those levels. Now let's go over to the gold market. So, well, first let's go to the dollar. Dollar today, folks. So Mario Draghi comes out this morning in Europe and says that in December he felt that he would have to have new monetary stimulus. It's possible to have new monetary stimulus in order to shore up the European economies because of the way that the emerging market has hurt the European economies. What that did immediately is that it took the dollar index from 94 to 96.50. Monster move. Also at volume, 52,000 contracts. Now, the dollar hasn't been able to take out a swing point since the 7th of August. Now, that swing point's a lot higher. It's $98.74. We'll see how it's going to attack, number one, the 96.92. Now, that being said, what was a mind blower is this, is that with that move, gold didn't get killed. It's like, what's that all about? Because you get a move like that, gold, oh my God, gold could have went down $50, $100 like in a heartbeat. It didn't move. It rejected lower price. Now, tomorrow is going to be a monster number. Why? Well, you have the futures that went topside in a big way. You have Google gapping higher, Amazon gapping higher, Microsoft a couple dollars. Friday, inside the metal market, they have every opportunity to crush it, particularly with the dollar. So it's going to be a big day tomorrow. The bonds also, now if we still have divergence tomorrow inside these bonds, it's going to be a mind blower, man. The reason being, folks, is that it's very unusual when you have the Dow Industrials up 300 points and bonds still want higher price. It's like how, it's the correlation is just the opposite inside the bond market. Bonds were pushing higher today with volume. We did 1 million contracts inside the 10-year. And the 10-year is in an ABC structure on the way up. And right now, we're in the high bar. The high bar in the 10-year, the low of that is 128.19. The high is 130. It had 1.9 million contracts. That was the October 2nd level. It's like it's saying, hey, man, it's gonna go higher. You go over and we take a look at the TLT. TLT pushing today with volume. It's up 21 cents. You're coming into a swing point. That is also pushing, yeah. And as one of our tigers saying in the den, it's going to be intriguing watching Asia tonight, because Asia should go to the moon tonight. Let's go over there and look at the HSI right now. So if we go to Hang Seng first, Hang Seng closed down 143 last night. Just like our markets, it had volume on the way down last night. Hey, we'll see what it can do. As it's gonna, what the Hang Seng is doing is it's going right into the downdraft that had been created out there on July 8th. July 8th, the Hang Seng got hit pretty good. Went down 2,000 points. Yeah, it went down 2,000 points. Mike, it's on a weekly. Oh. That's pretty. That's a hit and a half. Oh, it went down 1,300 points. That's a big number. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. The Dow closed up 320. NASDAQ up 79. S&P's up 45. We're going to be right back, folks.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN.com takes your phone calls. Now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Okay, well, we found one divergence in why that is out here, folks. So check this out. Now, this has happened all day, and I should have seen this earlier, but I was talking about the aspect that it was very unusual when you have the broad market up 300 points and that the bond market is actually up, and not only up, but you're going into highs with big volume. Well, what happened intraday out here, folks, is this, is that because of our debt limit, okay, here, I'll read this for you. This is what's going on here, because this is a supply and demand issue. And what has happened in the market anyway, so picture this. We have our debt limit. So the debt limit has to do with, okay, how much money that we can borrow to pay our bills. The deficit is a different ballgame, because what has actually ended up happening, we have the borrowing capacity, but what we have is that because the demand of U.S. Treasuries is so heavy, there's been more demand than there is supply. Well, what happened out here this afternoon is this. The United States Treasury on Thursday postponed an auction of its 2-year notes because the sale might end up breaching the debt cap. The first delay related to the ceiling in more than a decade. This is pretty intense. 8 days earlier, the Treasury held off for a half hour on releasing results from the smallest 4-week bill auction. So bills, folks, are only 30 days, okay? Notes would be for, they can be, let's see, this is a 2-year note, okay? So bills are 30 days, notes are 2 years, bonds are more than 2 years. That's the definition inside the debt market, okay? So 8 days earlier, the Treasury held off for a half hour and released results from the smallest 4-week bill auction since 2001 to verify that the rules which limit individual bid sizes were followed. With 12 days left until Treasury Secretary Jacob Lew says the government will exhaust measures to stay under that limit, more disruptions may not be far behind. While the Treasury said political considerations didn't factor into Thursday's actions, some investors saw it as a way for the Obama administration to press Republican-controlled Congress to increase the debt ceiling. This is really a debacle. Sorry, folks, said Deborah Cunningham, Chief Investment Officer for Global Money Markets at Federated Investors, one of the largest providers of money market mutual funds. It's the third time it has happened in 5 years, which is ridiculous. She said the latest tactic may be a threat tactic by the Treasury. The Treasury said it will postpone the 2-year auction note scheduled for Tuesday. So there's another one coming Tuesday. As the they postponed one today. They're going to postpone one Tuesday as the congressional standoff over the debt limit constricts the nation's borrowing. While no additional delays are planned, the Treasury will maintain flexibility with future issuance, said a Treasury official who asked not to be identified. Analysts are also concerned that the regular sales of 3, 10, and 30-year debt slated for the next month may be affected. The Treasury expects Congress will act in time to avoid any disruptions to the auctions known as the quarterly refunding. The delay disturbs the otherwise regular and predictable debt issuance schedule that the Treasury uses to secure the lowest possible financing cost for taxpayers. With $12.9 trillion in marketable securities, the U.S. is considered the world's most reliable debt issuer. The last time an auction was delayed due to the borrowing limit was November of 2004. This is intense. So we're in October of 2015. This is 11 years ago, the last time this happened. The next step would be for the Treasury to look at canceling other auction cycles, said Aaron Coley, a fixed income strategist at the Bank of Montreal, one of 22 primary dealers that trade with the U.S. Central Bank. The refunding will be the focus as it's announced in early November. That would be more dicey as to how much to be willing to delay. That is a bigger deal. Lew on Wednesday said that the government has until November 3rd to exhaust the tools that it's using to stay under the borrowing cap. He urged Congress to increase the U.S. debt limit, calling it irresponsible for lawmakers to use political brinkmanships that could jeopardize the government's record of honoring its debt. House Republicans discussed options for raising the debt limit at a closed-door meeting Wednesday as party members remain deadlocked over the internal differences. A House vote on the bill raising the debt limit is unlikely this week and remains unscheduled, a Republican aide said Thursday. House Speaker John Boehner understands that Congress must pass legislation to address the debt issue. His spokesman said in an email statement on Thursday he's working with his colleagues on the path. What you'll see here, folks, is this, is that as one of the targets said, debt ceiling will be raised. Count on it. Yeah, you can count on that. And you can count on also that these large corporations, folks, are going to be all over Congress tonight. And this is why. What happens, so let's go back to the 10-year for a second. What happens in large corporations, they depend on this market in an extraordinary way. And you're talking about, this is where the Republicans, Democrats, independents, liberals, all of that gets thrown out the door. Because what ends up happening, when push comes to shove, what happens is that the corporations run the deal. That's what it comes down to. And the corporations won't put up with it, and that's including the most conservative corporations, because the most conservative corporations, guess what, are in the oil business, and the oil business needs that market more than anyone. So you'll see the hammer go out tonight with the aspect, and this is where this comes down, that, yeah, you can toe the line, and guess what? When the politicians go over the line, you're going to see them get put back in shape in about 2 seconds, and that's where the hypocrisy comes in the system that we have right now, and it's huge. It's unbelievable, okay? Because they all go after what they want until you get to the point that they don't get the funding that they need. And as soon as the funding don't come in, it's over. I mean, and it's over in a big way. So it's going to be intriguing watching this shake out right here and right now. But that is the aspect of why those bonds went higher. Because, see, what would happen is this. Picture that you're a company. Well, with the way the derivative market works, there's plenty of companies that planned on buying those notes in order to, not for their own treasuries, not to deliver them to someone else. You know, and what it actually is this. And I've seen this, last time we saw this, if you remember when I had Ed Young on, and you know what's really wild about that? Did you see the last time this happened was 2004? When there's a squeeze inside the bond market, it's extraordinary. It's crazy, because what ends up happening is that they make contracts out between companies, and those contracts say that treasuries have to get delivered. Well, guess what? If they don't issue treasuries, it's a huge problem. You know, I'm going to go back to 2004 just for a second, because we're going to pull this up. I'll pull the 30-year up and see if we can see this. So if I take a 15-year, there's 2004 right there. I see. Okay. So real key is it's hard to tell what happened there, because we went from depending on what happened, we went from 117 down to 103, but then came right back. It's hard to tell. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow finished up 320, NASDAQ up 79, S&P's up 46. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Join Andy Hecht as he shows you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So let's go over to the UK. What you had in the UK today is that the FTSE was up 27 at 63.76, and I expect after how our markets have reacted over here today, you have the swing point of 64.53, which is 75 points higher. That is the October 9th level. More than likely, we're going to see it go after that level. We take a look at the DAX in Germany. DAX in Germany had a big move out here today. That was up 253 points. That is trading at the 10,512. The thing that's intriguing for both of those markets, however, well, more so the DAX, is that when the DAX had come down to the August 24th level, the August 24th level in the DAX, the high of that is 93 and the low is 38. Well, the DAX is only, when our markets came down, our SPY came back and tested that level on the 29th of September. What happened with the DAX is that it tested the 24th and 29th and really didn't move much above it. Today was the first movement above that area. The DAX would have to get up another 11,153, which is just, well, that's not how it moved today. That'd be 2 days movement. But bottom line, that's a much larger movement in order to get up into ICE. So the DAX tomorrow is going to be a big number to watch where this whole thing does shake out. After the close, the next MXI, maximum integrated, that closed at $39.12. That is trading at 37 right now. And that's been a little rocket ship, so let's see what they have to say. Their margin's 61%. Their revenue is below estimates, so bottom line, they may be taking someone over too. Bottom line, they don't have the juice that the Amazons of the world have, and the Googles. Amazon is still trading. That closed at the 563. That's trading up. Let's see, it's $57. That's trading at 621 right now. Google closed at 651. That's trading up at 718. Microsoft closed at 48. That's trading at 51 now. That's getting more juice also. And of course, that's going to juice up the NDX 100 in a huge way. Let's see, VRSN, VeriSign, they were supposed to come out with numbers. VeriSign closed at $75.41. Let's see if they came out with numbers. They came out with numbers. So VeriSign, the earnings per share was 70 cents. The estimate was 78. They didn't make their number, but bottom line is that it's not getting hurt. That's trading at 75, 76 cents. QLGC, QLogic, I think that's QLogic. That closed at $11.15. That's still trading at $11.15. Earnings per share, the estimate was there, was 14 cents. They made 17, so they were better. They were 3 cents better. Interesting, you couldn't move the stock on that one, though. SYNA. Synopsys closed at $84.87. That's trading at $84.77. They probably just come out too late or something, because these aren't moving. But Synopsys, the revenue is $470 million. Earnings per share was $1.46. They made $1.49. You stay right there, folks. I'm man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up next, growling and prowling with you. Always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Stay right there. Andy's coming right out. Remember, get it right on your cell phone, tfnn.mobi. Go get him, folks.